What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Albuquerque Vipers franchise. And today, the back-to-back Super Bowl champions are gearing up for another season, and we're going to be preparing in the preseason now, starting off against the Washington Redskins. Of course, Orlando Cross does not play any preseason snaps after what happened back in Season 6. Drew Lloyd is going to be the primary backup quarterback here, as we have a little bit of trickery on offense, and it doesn't quite work. Lloyd firing that one over the middle, and he's got Larry Fitzgerald, who, even at his old age and all he's proved, still likes to play in the preseason. Another nice reception for him there, getting him just across the 50. Lloyd faces a third down here, and the second-year quarterback fires that one right over the middle to the undrafted rookie free agent there, Burt Myers. Lloyd dropping back to throw again, firing that one to the end zone, and that's going to be a Larry Fitzgerald touchdown. Here's Shannon Pleasant and this Redskins offense getting out to Jamarcus Ward. That's going to be his first unofficial catch as a Redskin, and it comes against his former team here. And now Shannon Pleasant's going to be sacked. It's Triple J Jones right there going into year 2. Pleasant's firing that one to the right side, and it's going to be caught by Jackson out at midfield. Washington looking to put together a 2-minute drill at the end of the first half here, and that's going to be a big play to Warren Davis, the former Seahawk. He's inside of the 10. Pleasant firing this one to the corner. It's going to be caught by his tight end Lee, and the Redskins respond. Lloyd has just under a minute left to go. Can he lead us downfield? Nice throw right over the linebacker, getting it back into the hands of Myers. Almost 30 seconds left to go now. Lloyd has time in the pocket, fires it over the middle to Trey Francis, and the tight end gets us into field goal range where we use our first timeout. Lloyd's dropping back to throw, but he's going to run out of time and is sacked on the play. 20 seconds left. Washington sends the heat. He's going to throw that into some traffic, and he's lucky it wasn't picked. We get a field goal out of that, so now it's just a few seconds left to go in the half. Shannon Pleasant's going to fire that one deep to Jackson. He breaks away from the defense, and the Redskins score on the final play of the first half. Now Anthony Strickland is in at quarterback for us, the third stringer, former first-round pick by the Jacksonville Jaguars. He pulls out the stiff arm, but he forgets the football and gives it right here to the Redskins, and they're going to quickly capitalize on it for 6. Back out here on offense with our quarterback now, Anthony Strickland gets it out to Burt Myers on the left side, and so far the UDFA has been looking pretty good today. Strickland's got a little bit of wheels on him. He's no Orlando Cross or Vince Young, but he can do enough there to get out to the midfield. Strickland looking to throw as we start the fourth quarter of play, and he's got Jonathan Colton, another undrafted free agent, one that we got last season. He picks up the first down. 2:30 left to go in the game. Strickland's going to fire that one to the left, and it's going to be intercepted. Trying to get it out to the big receiver, Myers, but the pass is going to be jumped, and the Redskins end up running out the rest of the clock. So we're 0-1 so far in the preseason. Obviously, the record doesn't really matter. And now we're going to be hosting the Houston Texans in a Super Bowl rematch of the last 2 years. Great reception there by Charles Phillips as Lloyd went deep. Now off of the play fake, rolling to his right. He's got the tight end, Von Lewis, inside of the 15. And so far, Drew Lloyd looks like a solid number 2 quarterback to have on the roster. He's looking to throw here, going to the end zone, caught by Charles Phillips, and they're still having nightmares about him. And look at this, a little bit of a throwback to the Super Bowl. Brian Koch is in at quarterback. This time, he connects with our rookie offensive lineman there for the 2-point try. Now Hughes has the reception here, and he is gone. He signed with Houston in free agency and is using that speed all the way right there as they quickly respond. They would go for 2 of their own there. They wouldn't end up getting it, so we got a 2-point lead on him right now. Fitz with a nice catch on that left side, those reliable hands. He loses his helmet but holds on to the football. Pass to left's going to be caught by Charles Phillips, and he goes down kind of awkwardly around midfield there, and you hate to see this, especially in the preseason. Let's hope it's nothing too serious for the star wide receiver. Luckily, it's not going to be anything serious, just a little bit of a hurt foot. He will probably be out for the rest of today's game, though. Drew Lloyd's going to dump this one off to the fullback, Ron White, who's going to pick up, I think, enough for the first down. But Lloyd's a little bit shaken up on the play now, and he's going to have to check out of the game, meaning it's time for Anthony Strickland to be in the ball game now with the starters. He's going to fire that one deep, threads the needle to Von Lewis inside of the 5. Strickland's back to throw again. Touchdown, Larry Fitzgerald. I swear, he always seems to have a great preseason. Obviously, he is one of the best receivers in the league still, despite losing a lot of his speed, as now we have an interception going for us on offense. Sanders jumps that one, gives us some great field position. Pass is going to be caught. Burt Myers, the undrafted free agent, is really showing off so far in the preseason, gets us down to the 5, and then Jonathan Colton's in for 6. Going for 2 once again. This time it's just going to be a normal play. Strickland's going to take off and run, and he's in. It's good. Houston gets the football to start off the second half now. Page fires that one to the left side. He's got Mike Robbins torching us like he did in the Super Bowl a couple times last year. Houston continuing to move the ball down the field now. It's Brian Charles bouncing off of defenders and working his way into the end zone for 6. Houston down by 10 now in the third quarter. Here's a play fake. Strickland's going to be picked off. He threw it right to the linebacker, covering the fullback, Ron White. That's going to be a pick 6 for Houston, and just like that, they're right back in this game. Burt Myers now floating this one to the left side. Some trickery from Albuquerque, but it blows up right in their face, intercepted by the Texans, who were down by multiple possessions not too long ago. But after this long run here by Brian Charles, they take the lead. Kick return now for Jimmy Andrews. We don't normally see him here. Normally he's just a normal receiver, and maybe this is why he loses the football. Houston jumps on top of it, and very quickly things are falling apart for Albuquerque. Nearing the end of the third quarter, Page is looking for 6, and he's got Glenn there. Touchdown, Texans. Now they're the ones to join a 2-score lead. Anthony Strickland rolling to his right. He's going to use his wheels here, get out across the 35-yard line, brings up 4th down. We enter the fourth quarter with a 4th down and 3. It's going to be a high snap. Strickland rolling to his left. He could force something, but he's just going to take what the defense gives him. 1st down yardage on the ground. Inside of 2 minutes left to go in the game. Now this pass is going to be caught. Trey Francis, the tight end, is down inside of the 10. Goal to go now for the Vipers. Strickland dropping back to throw, going for the corner, and Larry Fitzgerald does it again. Touchdown, Albuquerque Vipers. Now going for 2 to make it a 3-point game, and Jimmy Andrews has got it. The defense would get us a stop, so we got the football going back our way. Pass is going to be caught by Colton. That's going to pick up a 1st down with just about a minute left to go. 3rd down and 10 now, under 50 seconds left. Strickland's under some pressure, throws on the move for Fitz, but he can't hang on to it. That's going to bring up 4th down here. Strickland looking to throw as we go 5 wide. Francis with the catch over the middle. He converts the 4th down. But now we have a little bit of a broken play on offense. Strickland had no idea what was going on. That's an easy sack for the defense. Last play of the game, no time to get the field goal. Team out here. Strickland's going to be picked. He had a step, Jimmy Andrews did, on his man, but Strickland didn't float it quite enough. He needed a better touch pass, and we're going to fall once again in the preseason. Now we're going to be taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. They went 1-15 a year ago. That got them the 1st overall pick, which they used on quarterback Dexter Parker. So we get to see him in a little bit of action here. He's going to get it out to his running back Hunt, but he's going to be tackled shy of the sticks. Cincinnati having to punt the football away. We wouldn't do anything with it though, so they have it once again, and Hunt's taking this one to the left side. Kendall Hunt breaking away from the defense. This is an easy touchdown here for the Cincinnati Bengals. Over 80 yards, he is gone. Jumping into the second quarter of play already. Drew Lloyd is going to be sacked. That comes on 4th down. Cincinnati's defense standing up strong. Play fake here. Now Parker over the middle. He fires a strike to Johnny Johnson, I think that is, for a Bengals 1st down. But then Parker's going to be sacked later on in the drive. That comes on 3rd down and forces a Bengals punt. Looking to put together a 2-minute drill now. Drew Lloyd rolling to his right, directing traffic downfield. Floating it for Von Lewis, and the tight end has got it across the 40. Inside of Bengals territory now. Lloyd is looking to throw over the middle. He's got the running back Daniels, the rookie that we took in the draft, and it's nice to see him get a little bit of action here in the preseason. This pass is going to be caught by Lewis. That comes on 4th down. We're playing pretty ballsy here today, but of course it is the preseason. It doesn't really matter. And now in the back of the end zone, it's Burt Myers, the undrafted free agent, does it again. In every game so far, he's made at least one play that just makes you go, wow. Now going for 2, trying to take the lead here. Lloyd just says a prayer and chucks it to the end zone, and it's going to be caught by Ron White. The fullback is in. Jumping to the third quarter now. Anthony Strickland is the quarterback. Jonathan Colton is the receiver, and he's got himself a 1st down. Once again, we're going to be faced with third down, though. Strickland firing that one to the left side. Colton unable to haul that one in, and that's going to force a Vipers punt. We would end up getting the football back, though our defense gets us a stop. Strickland fires that one downfield, and it's going to be caught by Jimmy Andrews. A tight window, but he fitted in there. Maybe the last play of the quarter now. Strickland fires that one into traffic. It's going to be tipped and intercepted. An ill-advised throw there by the former first-round pick, and there's a reason Jacksonville didn't stick with them. Cincinnati would drive all the way down the field, and this kick is going to give them the 2-point lead. A minute 02 left to go. Strickland, he has something to prove here on this drive. Nice catch by Colton, picking up the first down. Now just under a minute left to go. Strickland takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got time. Flush to his left. Trying to direct traffic downfield. He's got Jimmy Andrews. Andrews is gone. He's going to take this one easily into the end zone. Pulling a little bit of a Deshaun Jackson here, though, as he takes his time to get in there, trying to burn some clock. And now we're going to go for two to make it a 6-point game. Strickland in the flat. He's got Daniels, and that's going to make this a 6-point game. 30 seconds left to go. Chris Hill is the quarterback. Fires that one to the left side. It's going to be caught by Gene, and he's going to get out to midfield where the Bengals use their first timeout. Hill takes the snap, firing this one to the right side, and it's going to be caught by Briggs. One of the Briggs brothers is gone. Touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals, and they're an extra point away from taking a lead here in week 3 of the preseason. Kicking things off now with 19 seconds left to go. It's a squib kick. Jimmy Andrews in on the kick return. We saw what he did in the last game, but maybe here he'll actually hold on to the football and he's going to take it the distance. That's why he played kick return in college, and maybe he'll get a few chances at kick return in the NFL now with the Vipers. He re-gives us the lead now with just seconds left to go. Chris Hill, 1 second left. He's got to take the Hail Mary right here. He's got a clean pocket. He's going to step up in it. He's got enough arm to get it all the way to the end zone, but there are several Vipers there to knock it away, and we hold on to get our first preseason win. And before we jump into our final preseason game, we're going to be making one roster move, and that is bringing back Allen Graham. He spent the last 2 years on the Washington Redskins. The previous 2 years before that, though, drafted by us, and he just barely missed getting a couple of Super Bowl rings. Now we take on Matt Leinart and the Jets. He gets the pass off there. It's going to be incomplete. We sent the heat on that play, and Matt Leinart, he really felt it. This is disaster for the Jets. A broken jaw is going to keep him out for over half of the season. That is not the way you want your preseason to go if you're New York. All of a sudden, they're in panic mode, and the season starts in about a week. Intercepted over the middle, though. At least they have that going for them on defense. So now it looks like Harris is going to be their quarterback, Albert Harris, number 3, and they do get 3 points on the board off of the interception there. Nice catch by Charles Phillips, and I really want to point out that throw there by Drew Lloyd, fitting it in between the corner and the safety. It's nice to see our backup quarterback be able to do stuff like that. The Jets have the football back on offense, and Vincent is off to the races. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New York Jets. They make this a 10-point game. Lloyd, a nice sidearm across the body there to Allen Graham. Welcome back to Albuquerque, already familiar with the system, so not a whole lot that he needs to learn. Here's Daniels to the right side, fighting and picking up the first down. Like to see a little bit more of the rookie here in this last preseason game. Lloyd fires that one over the middle. It's Burt Myers making yet another appearance in the preseason, picking up a first down. Lloyd looking for the undrafted free agent yet again, and he's got him! Touchdown, Albuquerque Vipers. Myers gets us into the end zone, but Lloyd, for a second time in the preseason now, is a little bit shaken up. Jets back out here on offense trying to put together a 2-minute drill, but Albert Harris is going to be sacked on the play. The defense would end up forcing a punt, so we get the football back with about 30 seconds in the first half. Strickland's got a wide open Charles Phillips there, and he's able to step out of bounds in Jets territory. Under 30 seconds left to go. This is going to be a play fake. Strickland over the middle has a dot to Trey Francis. He's going to set up a goal to go as we use our last timeout. But we get ourselves into a little bit of a sticky situation now. It's going to be 4th and goal. Instead of taking the field goal, it's the preseason. Screw it. We're going for it. And maybe we should have just taken the field goal, though. That did not work out for us. This pass is going to be tipped and intercepted. Heavy pressure on the quarterback there. Forced the bad throw into traffic. And the Jets would end up getting 3 points off of it. Strickland's firing this one to the right side, and that's Isaac Kaufman, the UDFA tight end from last season. Unfortunately, that catch is not going to count. Strickland looking to throw, now firing that one to the left side. He's got Jonathan Colton, and that's going to be just shy of the sticks. 2nd down and 3. Strickland's going to step up, firing this one deep for Myers, and he's got it. I think he has secured himself a roster spot this season with all the big plays he's been making. And there's Allen Graham on 4th down, right over the middle. He gets us down to the 10. Strickland looking for the corner. Touchdown! Burt Myers, his 2nd of the day. He has scored both touchdowns for the Vipers. This one's going to give us the 1-point lead and ultimately end up giving us the win. Looking at the preseason stats, Drew Lloyd is definitely going to be our number 2 quarterback, 4 touchdowns to just 1 interception. Strickland did have more touchdowns, but he also had 4 more interceptions. The ground game, I mean, there wasn't a lot. It's the preseason. I'm kind of just, chucking the ball around, having a good time. I like what our receivers can do, especially Burt Myers. Like I'm saying, I think he has secured himself a spot on this roster this season. Looking at the defense, it was up and down, but of course, you can't really judge it. I'm playing on 3-minute quarters here in the preseason. You can't really judge that versus full 10-minute quarters. Looking at the injuries, of course, Leinert's going to be out for 10 weeks. John Owens is going to miss the first 2 weeks with the Bears this season. You have a handful of injured running backs there, and the Bears get hit again. Kurt Carter out for the first half of the season, and their left tackle, Spillman, as well. The preseason did not treat Chicago well. A couple of tackles up in the AFC North are a little bit shaken up and not going to be starting the season outright. You got Jimmy Sanford there with the Jaguars. He's getting missing about half of the season. A couple of corners there, Detroit and Miami, and Al Lucas is going to be missing the first 2 weeks of the season as well. One last move before we end out this video. Our rookie punter, Tony Swain, is a 56 overall. We just don't really have any room for that on this roster. So now looking at our schedule, we're going to start off at the Falcons, then host the Cowboys at the Bears. Then we play the Packers, the Broncos, the Chiefs. We have a week 7 bye before we play the Lions, Seahawks, Cardinals, Niners, and Chargers. That is a brutal away schedule, but then we host the Niners, Vikings, Cardinals, Seahawks, and Raiders to end the season. But surprisingly, for a team that has won the last 2 Super Bowls, not a single primetime game. I have no idea what's going on there. That is going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leaving a like is always appreciated. And until next time, this has been Jeffrey.